This is my ultimate favorite vase to make. 1, because it's beautiful. 2, because it's easy. And 3, because there's so many different things you can do with it. So the first step to this project is you're going to go ahead and cut the top half of your pages off. It's up to you how much you want to cut off, but I'm just going to leave the bottom probably about 1/3. And then I just cut a piece of cardstock just to make it a little bit easier. And then you can either use a utility knife or scissors, whichever you're more comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this right there. And you're going to cut through all of your pages. And then you're going to take off that top 2/3. Just tear it right off. Don't worry about this extra right here because you're going to be covering it up with your flowers. Don't throw away these pages because you can use them to make different flowers and different crafts. So it's really nice, especially with these older vintage books. This is from the Reader's Digest, so they're quite old. So I'm just going to keep on cutting. While I'm doing this, this would be a great time for you to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the weekly tutorials that come out. There's well over 150 at this point of all different book folding and upcycled paper crafts. So I'm going to go back to the original just because I don't want to get too far off on my measurements. And if you use the ones that you just cut, they kind of get off a little bit. So I'll continue to cut through the book and then I will show you the next step. We're going to have so much fun. So once you've cut off all the pages is when the real fun starts. So you're going to take 5 pages at a time, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to put them into the gutter like so. Now in the beginning it's a little bit hard before the friction takes place, so I like to take a little bit of double-sided tape, but this is an optional step. Just because once you get further on, the friction's going to hold it with no issue at all. And then you're going to take 5 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just tuck it into the gutter like so. That's all there is to this pattern. I'm using a book that's 155 pages, just so you have an idea. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all you do. Wait till you see it when it's decorated. 2, 3, 4, 5. So as it starts to get tighter, everything will stay into place a lot easier. So just the first few times it's a little trickier. And you can do this with a book that has more pages as well. It's just up to you how full you want your look. But you can already see it very nicely just coming together. If you don't want to use this as a vase, you can also use it as a stand. You could do air plants. You could put a little figurine on it. So make sure you stay tuned till the end so you see all the different ways you could possibly decorate this. And of course, if you have ideas that I didn't think of, I would love for you to put them in the comments so that we can all share with each other's creativity. That's what makes this community so special, is all the different sharing of ideas. So I want to keep on going until I get to the end, and then I will show you the decorating. So one option would be to use this as a display. So I've made this lovely Christmas tree out of old music paper. you could glue that right there. And there's a link to that tutorial as well if you want to learn how to make those Christmas trees. Now you're still going to need to cover. Not only could you use these ornaments as decoration, and the nice thing is you could just stick this right in the loops to hold it. And then you can go ahead and take some extra of these really small ornaments and use a glue gun, and then you could just glue it going up to cover this rip part. I think that would be really, really pretty. Another idea is to go ahead and use this for flowers. So you could, I went ahead and found a really tall flower to cover the back, and then you could glue that into place like so. And then you can take these smaller flowers with accents of the purple, and then I have some white flowers like so. And I really like these flowing flowers. If you want to make this permanent, go ahead and use the glue gun. But if you want to be able to like change it out for this different seasons, then you could just place them in. And then for another pop of color, after you've filled this in, and how pretty is this? I love it's a lot of white with just a pop of the purple. And then if you want an additional pop, you could take this string of beads and glue gun it right here along the base. So many different ideas just from this one simple project. Please comment below how you used it, because I just would love to share the ideas with so many different people. Happy folding.